Hi, Bizzy here. We love, we like, we leave. Thank you for joining me here today on the Bizzy Show. Found this cool spot near a creek so that I could share some sounds of water with you while we talk about whatever we talk about. Now I am near a road. It's quiet here. It's a quiet road. I may take a few pauses here and there if a car passes by. Just a little pre-warning there. Anyway, I have had a really good day today and decided to go out into the woods and be present. Be present with the nature and words cannot even describe how I feel when I'm connected to Source and free, basically. That's what it feels like. Whenever I go walk into the woods and I wander, it's freedom. Anyone out there watching, I haven't shared a whole lot in particular about my past, and recording these videos so far this year. It started when it was cold, there was snow on the ground, and I was going through a lot, and I had this clarity this morning when I woke up. If I can accomplish what I've accomplished this year, after losing my home, not having a job because I had quit mine to stay home during the COVID mess, and much of my time has led me to where I'm at right now, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. I meditate and spend a lot of time alone and in the nature, and I've basically learned during my difficulties that no matter what this world throws at me, I'm going to get through it. And this plan that God has for me showed me a little bit this morning when I was taking in some sunlight. I am full of gratitude, full of so much gratitude. Gratitude. I am loving my life. I am loving this mission of self-actualization that I've been on for a long time. And I'm finally at a spot where I can feel the freedom I need to feel so that I can actually share with others a lot of the things that I do or don't do in my efforts to unprogram the programming. And I get it now. I get all the trauma. I get why I had to live through what I had to live through, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This place that I'm in, this cool spot that I found, there's a creek. The water just keeps flowing. Water's gonna flow. These water molecules and go into a river, and go into the bay, and out into the ocean, back up into the sky, into the clouds, fall down as rain or some other precipitation somewhere else. It's the cycle of things. Oh, I was also given some wisdom this morning about this wave coming in. It's going to catch my ship, and I'm going to set sail. I'm probably not the only one. I pick up on a lot of energies, a lot of collective energies, and maybe I should explain how my spiritual gifts work in the easiest way I can. Basically, when I meditate, or I go out into nature, or I paint, or I play or listen to music, or walk, exercise, cook sometimes even, when I'm in that mode, I'm able to put myself into a Zen state of mind, and it allows me to open up my channel, which is me. I'm basically like a radio connector, or a radio wire, or maybe I am the radio. Regardless, when I'm completely in my best self that I can be, I'm connected to all sorts of things. I can discern whether or not what's trying to communicate with me is source energy, or God, basically, or whether or not what's trying to communicate with me are my guides, or my ancestors, or the angels, which many of us have access to. And I can even discern when past people, when their souls or spirits are trying to get through, because there's a whole bunch of them still here on the planet who haven't passed. They're kind of like stuck in limbo. And a lot of my travels, especially this year, all the camping I did, I'm traveling around because I was homeless. I was led to all kinds of places and confused for a little bit. I was inundated with all sorts of frequency overload, and it's taken me till recently, in the past month or so, maybe a little longer than that, where I started to realize, well, wait a second, all this stuff isn't the same. It's not all coming in the same. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only starseed, light worker, chosen one who has access to this information and access to frequencies which most people wouldn't even understand or even grasp what's happening to them, or they will just shut it out and live in the simple 3D world of nonsense. Here we go. So anyway, I am the radio, and I can change my station, which is me, to pick up on different energies. And the more and more I tune into my gifts, and I tune into different stations and download information, everything makes so much more sense. It's like putting all the pieces of a puzzle together. It doesn't always look good when you start. It doesn't always make sense. When you start, it all sort of just a pile of a mess. And as you put the pieces together, it all sort of just makes that big portrait or picture of a masterpiece. This world that we live in is a masterpiece, and the more of us who appreciate Mother Earth and nature, the sun and the moon, then the more of us will be able to live lives fully while we're here in this temporary existence. We all sort of forgot who we were. I also would like to say that anyone who's been watching my videos, I want to thank you and express gratitude, and I have a lot more to come. I have so many ideas and visions for what I see my future entailing, and hopefully the goal here, while I share my journey with you, the intent is to help anyone else out there feel a little less alone on their spiritual journey, because sometimes people want to label us to be a certain way. People want to categorize how we are, and there are many things that visionaries often see or can grasp that the general public is just not ready for. So here I am. I'm a visionary. I perceive and see things differently from different perspectives. I tune into the frequencies and I download stuff from out there, up there, and I'm getting better at my gifts, and I'm confident that those of you who have been with me since the beginning of this crazy year or crazy life won't be disappointed in me. Because I'm proud of myself. I've overcome all kinds of stuff to get to where I am, to get to this level of acceptance. So, while I'm shining bright, I always like to record my videos, and I'm shining bright for you out there. Let me share my brightness with you. Sound of the water, a little bit of the breeze. Faint sound of an airplane. Be present in your moments. Take it all in. Try to slow down. Instead of letting life lead you, it's time to lead your life. Go get in that driver's seat and you drive. You drive. You drive. Drive down those roads. Go on those adventures. Fuel all your desires. Be human. Let all the junk go, all that stuff that's weighing you down. Throw it off. Get rid of it. And be light and free and feathery like a bird. Thank you for joining me here on the Bizzy Show. If you've lasted this long, much love and light to everyone out there. Be love, be light, believe.